My name is Nina. I'm from Germany and I came here to Kansas in 2014. The reason for my visit here in Kansas is that my host mother Kelly invited me to come. She's hosting an exchange student reunion kind of thing. It also falls on the date of the Tal Corn Festival, which is like a very big thing in the city of Roswell where we are. Yeah, she invited me like, I don't know, maybe a year ago, and that was really important to me, so I came back here to Kansas. Being back here in Kansas feels really good, but also quite emotional. I mean, for me it was 10 years ago that I was here last, and I was much younger. I look back and I feel all those emotions I did when I was first here, and so it's a really good feeling, but also a very emotional feeling. When I look back at my exchange year, I see a lot of self-growth. It was very turbulent for me, but very positive. The first few weeks I was very homesick. I was missing my family a lot, which didn't have anything to do with my surroundings. I was pretty happy actually with the family that I was staying with and the city and the people around me, but it was just the part of being away from my family. But then after a few weeks and daily FaceTime calls with my parents, and then slowly reducing those FaceTime calls, and after a month or two I was adjusting to my life here and I was getting used to being here basically, and also my relationships with my friends and my host family intensified, which made it much easier for me to be here. And then it kind of really turned into this really great experience where I enjoyed going to school, taking part in the activities. It turned out to being a really, really good experience. Being an exchange student impacted me on the level of personality. Obviously, the English language, I think I improved it as well, but that wasn't even the main aspect for me. For me, it was more the part of being very independent for the first time in my life, being on my own, finding out who I am in front of very new people, because growing up you're always surrounded by much or less the same people, and people who think like you, who act like you. And then when you go abroad, you're actually exposed to people who act very differently or who think very differently. And then you got to figure out, who am I? What's important to me? What do I want to convey in this situation, in this new situation? And what's not that important to me? What can I leave behind? I think a lot of self-growth happened for me, but also I grew a lot more self-confident and going out there, putting myself out there, engaging in new conversations every day. So that really strengthened my self-confidence and knowing that I'll be fine wherever I end up. So that really helped me on a personal level. Yeah, I do keep in touch with my host family for my exchange year, as I'm staying with them right now. It's not like on a daily or weekly or monthly basis, but we do keep in touch. Social media makes it very easy, obviously. They've visited me several times in Germany. Now I'm coming back to Kansas, so that is really nice and really important to me. Friends from my exchange year, I do stay in contact with a few of them, but it has gotten a lot harder, I gotta say, just because lives develop so differently. So mainly my host family. I would definitely recommend AYA for an exchange student year in the US. I never felt lost. I always had someone to talk to whenever there was any trouble, even though I gotta say there were no troubles, but I did know who the person would be if I wanted to talk to somebody. There was always a local coordinator that I could get in touch with. The organization caused no troubles for us, so yes, I would. If I could tell a future hosting family one thing, it might be that they shouldn't worry too much about what they couldn't provide and give to the student, because anything we're really looking for is nice people, a roof over our heads, and the relationships we can form. Anything else besides that is not really that important. It's all about the relationships and the connections you form and the conversations you can have. So anything other than that is secondary, and anything other than that can be arranged. But if you feel like you're interested in building new connections and you're interested in getting to know a new student, a person that might be a little different than the other people you know, then I think it would be the right step for you.